The man returned home only to discover a terrifying scene. Two enormous footprints appeared at his front door, instantly making him realize that another man had clearly been there. A pile of cigarette butts lay nearby, meaning the intruder had been lurking outside for a long time. Thinking of his wife home alone, William's heart instantly filled with dread. He quickly grabbed the handgun from his car, climbed over the fence, and sprinted toward the house. When William reached his home, just as he had feared, his wife was nowhere to be found. The floor was covered in blood. When he entered the bedroom, he found it in utter disarray, with blood splattered across the walls. William realized his wife had likely been attacked. He immediately called her, only to learn she had been severely beaten, and was now hospitalized, weak and injured. In a faint voice, his wife told William that shortly after he left, a burly man had burst into their home. Without a word, he searched the entire house, but seemingly failing to find what he sought, he brutally assaulted her instead. His brother also shared a crucial clue with William. The man had fled the scene in a green taxi. Gazing at his dying wife, William vowed to make her attacker pay. The next day, William drove through the city. Soon, he spotted two green taxis parked by the roadside. Yet William did not act. Instead, he memorized the company name on their doors. That evening, William arrived at the taxi company. He pretended to be in trouble and asked the attendant for help. As the attendant opened the door, William swiftly pulled a hood over his head and brandished a gun, forcing him inside the company. He then searched the computer for all suspicious vehicles and successfully identified one that had visited his home. The driver was a young man named Jason. William began flipping through the driver files beside the computer and successfully located Jason's credentials. He then scattered the documents across the floor to create the illusion of a burglary. Early the next morning, William quickly located the driver. He approached immediately, pretending to be a passenger urgently needing a ride. After getting in, William gave a random address and instructed Jason to drive there. The car hadn't gone far when William pulled out a handgun. Jason froze completely upon seeing the weapon. William asked if he'd been to his house 3 days prior. Since it was a long trip, Jason remembered it clearly. He told William the passenger was a man with exceptionally developed muscles. That afternoon, the man had boarded his cab after leaving the airport and given him an address for a country estate. Upon arriving at the destination, he had instructed Jason to wait outside. About an hour later, the man emerged from the estate and asked Jason to drive him back to the airport. Jason recounted everything he knew to William and then began begging William to spare him. But to his shock, William raised the gun and aimed it at him.